multi-billionaires.
Yeah. And you don't get that and keep it by being honest, caring, and nice. I've worked for corrupt oligarchs.
Two quick points, please.
Yes.
The whole frame of the discussion is going in the sort of like, to me, it's going down a route which we've all been down before. I mean, just an example, the New Deal with Roosevelt and stuff, and how all those things got reversed, where we seem to be going down that path. When nobody's talking about the process of money creation itself, which is who has the power to mint money, and why do they have the power to mint our money? They print money out of thin air, backed by nothing, not backed by goods and services in the economy. So what happens is, every time they do this quantitative easing thing, it steals from savers and it steals from the value of money. So something that costs £1 might then cost £2. So we're all losing. They're stealing from us every single day. We have to ask yourself, who gave them the power to print money, and who are they? You know. Then you've got fractional reserve banking, which is they only need 5 to 10% of the money to satisfy the loan, or whatever the language they use. But when they make a new loan, say if I deposit £1 million, they can make, what is it, something like £9 million of new loans or something like that.
That's right, yeah.
It's like, if everyone withdrew all their money from the banks, the whole system would fucking collapse. It's a big Ponzi scheme, and what happens is when it's musical chairs, people are guaranteed to lose assets and go bankrupt, and we're all mugs. If we understood how it worked, we would change it overnight. There'd be a revolution tomorrow morning.
Yeah. They could take our homes. They could just.
Exactly. What happens is
we've got mortgages, all of us.
Yeah. When the music stops,
some of us have got mortgages, and if you discount us, then you.
When I'm 50, I'm excited about getting a mortgage.
Okay. Okay. Don't scoff and discount people who have mortgages. We're workers too.
Absolutely.
No, he is. He's just pointing out how the system works there.
When the music stops, you go bankrupt, right? You've got to compete for the scarce money supply that's there, the market share. There's not enough for everyone. So the music stops and you're out. And what happens? They buy your business and sell it back, rent it back to you. It's happened to my dad. My dad's had to remortgage his house and sell his business and rent it back. It's a degrading and it's a disgusting practice that someone with capital can just buy out your entire business that you've worked for your entire life because you fell for these stupid credit card scams and what have you. So if you understand the process of money creation is very core to all of this. And the second most important point that I want to raise, is just my personal opinion, is the problem is not capitalism, the problem is an underlying value system which we have, and they're based on mythical assumptions of human nature, such as we're all inherently greedy and we can't cooperate, and we need the police and we need the army to protect us from ourselves. And everyone says, oh, if the market crashes there'll be blood in the streets and riots. We create that in here. I think people will come together in that kind of situation, and everyone needs to let go, just let go of what you have. If you have I don't know what the jargon is, but you know, they have all the pensions and all this stuff. It's got to let go, because everyone who's holding on to something is holding on to this funny money that's been created out of nothing, and it's not enough for everyone. We need to let go and start afresh. You know, debt forgiveness and because if everyone's going to cling to, oh yeah, but I saved £1 million and it's mine, and you know, there is going to be violence.
Actually, have people heard about this movement of people who have a lot of money who are actually giving it away? There's a young people's movement in the US called Resource Generation, and it's for people who have money, who have inherited wealth, and their aim is to divest themselves of the capital, so not the extra bits that they get, but give away their capital. I think it's kind of what Warren Buffett is doing, but
okay, it's harder for people who are near the bottom, people who are one paycheck away from homelessness, which is what a lot of us are, because we have mortgages and commitments. When you're at that level, easier when you're on the high level, harder when you're on that thin level at the bottom. And we're the people who are oppressing your ideals, because we're scared.
Can I just finish what I was saying? Two points which I really, really wanted to make. I'm not going to be long. Totally agree with what you're saying. It's fear of the people who have something and losing something because you think. Yeah, anyway, I make my point. The second point I wanted to make about the value system and the assumptions that we make, the system's based on competition. And the thing is, especially in a monetary system where you have to compete and you have to earn a wage, competition may create some limited incentives, but they've proven in social science that monetary motivation only works for certain basic cognitive tasks and basic things. When it comes to designing a new social system, curing someone of their ailments, or making a music album, a higher monetary reward actually starts to have a detrimental effect. But if I was throwing a basketball into a hoop and I had a monetary reward, I might get it more often. And do you know who funded that study? I think it was either the World Bank or the Federal Reserve, which is hilarious. So there's the underlying value system which needs to be worked on, and we need to transcend, in my opinion, socialism, capitalism, communism. You need to say, what's the problem and how do we logistically and scientifically solve that problem? Because I don't know how to feed 7 billion people. But I'm sure someone does. So I'm done.
Yeah. Just I would like to say, you mentioned about the problems, and I think you were right. But when you said the problem or main problem is not capitalism, so I disagree. When you talk about the competition, when you talk about those people who make a profit and grow to the profit, so that's the main element of the capitalism. Where does it come? If we have to look through the cause of the problems, I think cause of the problem it's in the system itself. Maybe we are a little bit shy to say, okay, we are living in capitalism, but that's a reality.
I don't think we live in a capitalist
because
society.
so what does it name? What does it name?
Not.
This society?
It's socialism for rich people. We pay money in and they take the money out. That's it.
Yeah. So which kind of system we are? Under which kind of system we are now?
What do capitalism do about things like technological unemployment, where automation is doubling every single year? Like, if automation doubles every year, they're now automating job applications. Irony. How can we, when we're framing the discussion in, we need to create jobs, that's gonna, in 50, 100 years, that might not be viable. What if there's only 5% of the population needed to run the planet?
The answer is
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that technology can liberate, but in a way,
I think it would be nice
where you need a job
if there was
to
that you knew a
it's not
community
viable.
around you
Look at
that
that.
support
Look at the
did go
unemployment.
down. That
It's
there's
not
something.
what last year.
There are a lot of jobs.
I'm personally I'm a critic.
If he cannot create
Someone that
more money.
has been nice.
yeah.